John 13:17. E telta oidate, makarioi an poiete alta. Here Jesus has been instructing his disciples in the matter of humble service as he's modeled that for them in the foot washing. And he says, if you all know these things, and there's some debate in the commentary about is this immediately referring to verse 16 or to all that's occurred previously, but it seems the best way to understand that is the teaching about humble service and the pattern of the master. If you understand these things, blessed are you all are blessed if you all do them. Blessed are you all if you all do them. Of course, when we hit the on, when there's any kind of on or on, we know the subjunctive is coming. There's a lengthened vowel. There's no sigma or theta. Remember, with the subjunctive, basically you have two options. It's either going to be an aorist subjunctive or a present. And 70% of the time, it is an aorist subjunctive. But when you see no sigma, you see no theta, it's going to be a present subjunctive. And this is indeed a present active subjunctive second person plural. Murray Harris points out an interesting pattern here, right? We have an A in the first part, an on here. So we basically have the beginning of a first class conditional sentence here, one way of doing an if-then sentence. And then we have a third class conditional sentence here. Both on and a are translated if, but on is followed by the subjunctive. He has this nice little phrase about this. He says the knowledge is assumed as true. So let's just assume it's true that if you know these things, we'll assume that. But the future performance is assumed as possible, right? It's a little more put out as a possibility in the future. Like if you know these things, and let's assume you do, because I just taught you and I just witnessed them. You are blessed if and when you do them. This word makarioi comes from the lexical form makarios. Maybe you know the English word macarism, a blessing, a macarism. There's some debate about how it's best translated. In some contexts, it seems to have the idea of happy or flourishing or fortunate. Other contexts, it seems to favor the idea of being a recipient of divine favor, or someone upon whom God pronounces a favorable statement. And that seems to be the sense here, doesn't it? God is pleased with you. God's statement of approval and pleasure is upon you when you do these things in the pattern that I've taught you.